How often do you do it? How often do you play football? How often do you play football? Now the first one, well, let's say, for example, 3 times a week or 4 times a week. The next question, what do you participate? Now the answers should be written here. Now the first one is football. You should write football here. Then the second one is, for example, 3 times a week. Okay? How do you practice with? Oh, sorry, who do you practice with? Are you in a team? So who do you practice with? Mostly football, you have to practice with people. Your friend, your neighbors, something, or your classmates. So let's say, for example, I practice with my classmates, for example, or I practice with Ali or Ahmed. Now, are you in a team? You can say yes, or no, I'm not a team, just I'm practicing. Or you can say, yes, we are a team, we're participating in a tournament or matches. How do you feel about these activities? So mostly, when you play a football, most of the time you feel good about yourself. Unless you lose, that's really difficult, that's really a problem. But mostly you feel good. So you say, I feel good, or it's a good exercise, or something like that. Okay. How have you or your team ever won anything? What, when? So, now, if you are in a team, so you must participate in tournaments or in matches. Sometimes your classroom plays against another classroom. So, what is it? What was it that? Or when, the question is, what was it and when did it take place? You have to say, what was it? And also the time. Are you going to take part in a competition? Now, competition is just like a tournament. Competition means something like you play against each other and then the winner goes to a next level. That's also a competition. That's also a tournament. Championship, that's another one, championship, etc. These are 3 letters called etc., etc. In the near future. So, if you're talking about classrooms, mostly schools here in Saudi Arabia, they play against each other. So you're going to play a tournament or a championship. If you're at your neighborhood, mostly they don't. But sometimes they do. So all the questions, write them here. All the answers, write them here. When you start writing them, when you finish writing them, open your notebook and try to write just like what Faisal did. Write an email, just like Faisal. Send an email to your friend, to your classroom, the one that we paired you with. Tell him hi, then write his name. Then, how are you? This is trying to copy this one, but try to change some of the words here. With the words that you, instead of tennis, use, for example, football or swimming or something like that. Okay, so I've got some exciting news to tell you. Then write, just like it. I followed your advice and joined the tennis club. So if you are here, you don't say tennis club, you say what? A football club, for example, or a football team, or a swimming team. Okay? Then continue. Okay, now this is the okay, write an email, that's the email. Write an email to Faisal. They gave you the name, so you don't have to use your friend's name. Write an email to Faisal, telling him about an activities you've recently taken up. Now, this is the activities that you've been taking up. So what is it? The questions that you've written. So try to rearrange them to make it as the letters, just like Faisal did. So write to him, say, hello, how are you? And then I have some exciting news to tell you. Then write the rest of the email. Okay? Use the notes from activity B. Okay? These activities, use these notes to write this. Now these are the writing plans. How to write an email. First of all, greetings. How will you greet someone? How are you? How's everything? It's really, I have some exciting news to tell you. These are some kind of greetings. Then you open the paragraph. Opening the paragraph just like I have some exciting, beginning the paragraph in an appropriate way. Example, ask about how your friend is. How is he? How are you? How's everything? That's an opening, okay? The greeting is writing your email. Hi, Saeed. Hi, Umar. Okay? Now, say what you are writing. Talk about what the things do. I have some exciting news to tell you. I've taken up new activities, and it's, for example, football. I'm a member in a football match, in a football team, for example. Now, if we go back to this letter, this one. Hi, Saad. How are you? I've got some exciting news to tell you. That's the opening. Now, this is the paragraph that you are telling him about, the things that you are going to take up, or the activities that you are going to talk about. I followed your advice and joined the tennis club. For example, I've followed your advice and joined a football team. Then, instead of tennis, use football or swimming. That's it. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, thank you very much. Okay, so now this is one way. There's another way to write a paragraph. Main paragraph. This is the main paragraph. How to write it. Okay. What do you do? So this is what you have to write. What you do. What do you do here? How often do you do it? Now, what do you do? Play football. Now, how often do you do it? For example, 3 times a week or 4 times a week. You write it here. Then, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about it? I feel good. I feel happy. You say, I feel good or I feel happy. Or something like that. Something like exciting. I feel excited about it. Okay. How your team won anything? Or so have your team won anything? You say, yes, we've won, for example, a match between our team and the neighbor's team, for example. Or our team or classroom and, for example, the other classes. What was it? For example, it's a match between in the school, and we've won it. And when? Last week, for example, or last Thursday, or last month. You write it here. In the near future, are there any events you will take part in? So, in the near future, are you going to take part in a tournament or a championship? So you write it here. So, next month we're going to play a tournament, for example, or an event, or a championship. This is the words that you are going to use here. You're going to use them as props or as tips to write the paragraph of the article or the letter. Closing paragraph. This is the closing paragraph. Make general comments. Make general comments means something that's general. I'm waiting for your, for example, just like what Saad did, I hope to see or I hope to read from you, for example. Or it's been fun writing to you. Then signing off, and this one also you have to write, for example, he said, I'm waiting for your reply. Okay, the other one, the signing off, write your name and your signature. Write your first name and signature. these are best wishes. You say take care or best wishes or your friend. Then write your signature. So let's go back to this one, just like this one. This is the opening, and this is the paragraph, and these are the general comments. He said, well, that's all for now. He said, that's a general comment. Well, that's all for now. What about you? Have you taken up any new activities lately? Write back and let me know. So these are the general comments. I want you to write back to me. And the last thing is the signature, your signature. So you say, take care and write your name. Now this is the paragraph of the main part of the paragraph. Okay? Now these are the use of tenses. You're going to have to use the tenses here. So keep in mind that you are going to use the present simple and the present perfect simple. The things that you've taken before. So you have to use them when you talk about the present simple. For example, the present simple, he plays very good, for example. He plays very well. Or any other tenses. He always likes playing tennis. That's the present perfect simple. So, the greeting, that's the greeting. You're opening, how to open an email. That's the opening of email. Hi Saeed, or hi Ahmed, or hi Faisal. Now this is the opening paragraph. How to open a paragraph and say why you are writing this paragraph, and this is the way that you write a paragraph. These are the questions that could help you to write the parts of the paragraph, and then let the closing paragraph, just like what Saeed did, that's the closing paragraph. Okay, so, well, that's for now, that's all for now. What about you? Have you taken take up any new activities lately? Write back and let me know. That's the closing paragraph. And then you sign your signature. Write your first name and then best wishes, okay? And first of all, best wishes or your friend, then sign your name. That's it. What can I say? Okay. So we're going to read it again to you. Hi Saeed, how are you? I've got some exciting news to tell you. I followed your advice and joined the tennis club. What is the meaning of advice? Means something that he told him to do. So he gave him an advice. If you tell someone to do something, a kind of a suggestion, it's a kind of advice. And join the tennis club. It's fantastic. I practice 3 times a week at the local court with my friends. Now, local court means a place, it's nearby. It's not outside his neighborhood. It's close at home. It's local. Local club with my friend Ali. He has been a member of the club for 2 years now, and he's great at tennis. Now, he's been a member. If you are a member of something, we told you that he's a part of something. If you are a part of a team, you are a member of a team. He gives me lots of tips on how to get better. Now, he gives him lots of tips, lots of advices. Now, he told him that just like an advice, a tip, but it's a kind of a short advice. You say, don't do this, do this. Work harder, run, stop. These are called tips. Tips on how to get better. I always thought tennis was very difficult. Now, if you look at tennis players, you think that it's a really difficult game, but it's not. It's not. But it's not, or it isn't. It's fun, and it's good exercise too. Actually, I've lost weight after only a few months of practicing, and I feel very healthy, or very healthy. It means he's feeling good. He lost weight and he's feeling good. His heart is being better and his muscles are getting better. The coach says, I'm really good, but I need to work hard. I just hope one day I can be as good as Ali. Now, Ali is better than him because he's been working for 2 years. He's been playing for 2 years. Guess what? Last Thursday, I won my first official match. And in 2 weeks, I'm going to take part in a tournament. Now, last week, or he said last month, he won his first match. Now, he's going to take in a tournament in the near future. In 2 weeks' time. In 2 weeks' time, he's going to play in a tournament, in a championship. Okay? In a nearby town. He's going to travel to another town and he's going to play it. Can you believe it? He's not believing it because he's been working for a short time now. He's getting better quickly. Well, that's all for now. What about you? Have you taken up any new activities lately? Write back and let me know. Okay? So have you taken any activities? Have you been doing anything? Have you been playing football or swimming or playing tennis? Okay? So write me back. Tell me what's going on with your life. Okay? That's the signature. Take care, Faisal. Write your signature and then take care, Faisal. Thank you very much. Hope to see you soon.